Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my plan with me for June 30th through July 6th. Welcome to my channel. I am very glad you're here. I am excited because this is my first plan with me in the dashboard layout. And I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same time excited. I have made a sticker kit to fit the dashboard layout, and I'm going to use that to at times accentuate what is already here and at other times do a bit of reconfiguring. I have pulled out some very patriotic pens. These are Erin Condren gel pens that may not be available anymore. This color is red, this is indigo, and I haven't used these as much as I would like to because the lids used to irritate me. Well, this lid still irritates me because look, it doesn't stay on very well. But I have a hack that I figured out, and I don't know what took me so long. I just sort of smashed this lid a little bit, and now it stays snug as a bug on the bottom of this pen, and I need to just do a little bit of smashing. It stays on this part perfectly. It's just this part that it will fall off of. So I'm going to smash this. Done. Here's what I did. I set this down on my desk and I took this Erin Condren ruler, but you could use something else, and I just pushed firmly with the palm of my hand, and it's not disfigured very much. You don't have to do a real big smash, but now it's going to stay on this pen when I'm writing with it. I love that. So we're going to use these two pens to make this super patriotic and fun. We're also going to decorate, or I say we a lot like I am your kindergarten teacher. I am going to decorate this week with a dashboard sticker kit, and this is all new to me. I've done some testing so I know these stickers fit, but I haven't actually dug in and planned with them before. So one thing I know I want to do, we could just start with the easiest thing, like putting a strip of washi right there. Let's do that. Let's start with the familiar and the easy. Okay, now we're going to reconfigure a little bit. I don't think I like going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't think I like that. I may want to put, I've thought of a few things I might like. I might like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I know you're thinking I'm going here, but I'm not. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday split, and then a whole note section down here. Another thing that I've thought about doing is going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like you probably thought I was going to do. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then keeping the notes section here. A third option would be to put notes right there and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Honestly, I'm a little bit excited to try Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday split, but I have not done a mock of that. I don't really know how that would work. The stickers should fit, like if I put Saturday here, and then I'm just putting these down lightly to do a little test. I put Sunday there and a little divider line. It should work. And then I'd have to rig something here to kind of cover up this. And I could even put my memory verse down here, stretch it all the way across. Kind of like that idea. Should we do it? Should we be groundbreaking the very first week in this planner? I think we should. We are trailblazers here, and I believe there's no reason why we shouldn't at least try this and see if it is our cup of tea. Let's put the dates on here. So we're starting with June 30th, and then June has 30 days, right? So we have a 1 and a 2. And the fun thing about this is we don't have to do this every week. We can try something new. There's another idea that I won't divulge just yet. It's top secret. And I'm kind of excited to try that one too. In fact, maybe we're just going to be trying different ways for a while until I settle on what I like the most, and maybe you will settle on what you like the most if you're in the dashboard layout. And I am very happy for you if you already just like it the way it is. Now, when I use the compact vertical, which this reminds me a lot of on this side, one thing I didn't like was open ends. I like a border. I really like a border. I'm in the Bouquet Life Planner also, and this does not match. It's earth tones, it's muted. It's not a big clash of colors, but I'm thinking, why not make some boxes? You know, why not make some boxes? Why not box these guys in and maybe draw a line over top of what's already there? Kind of like this. And at the very least, I like the idea of putting a line on the sides, even if I don't go over these existing colored lines. So all I did, and I could do this better if I went all the way down, but I wondered if maybe I was going to have like a top of this box separate from a bottom of that box, but I don't think I will, not this time anyway. And I'm only going to go down to here because we're going to convert the bottom 2 days into a big memory verse area or something, just something big and not a day of the week. And we'll go this way. Now, hindsight is 20/20. I probably could have held off on putting these dates down until after I drew lines, but I'll just kind of work around those stickers. And it doesn't give you a true pure blue when you go over top of this green, but it does sort of make the color closer. Another thing you could do is try the sapphire dual tip marker. Okay, now this is going to be different, of course, and I think I'm just going to draw a straight line. I thought about making it dash, but for now, we'll just make it a straight, solid line and do lines over here just like we did on the left. Let's white out the words down here. So the Sunday is no longer getting its own full space, at least this week. And now this is going to be a notes area. And I did not trace this green line. I think maybe I should. And the question would be, do I go all the way across? I don't think I will. I think I will just trace this bottom line. This is a very fast drying ink, which I appreciate. Okay, that's got a whole different look to it. There's plenty of room for me to put the memory verse on the right side, but I'm just going to go with this idea and put my memory verse header inside this scalloped sticker, and then we will place it where Sunday used to be, or Saturday. What was it? It was Sunday. Right there. Let's white out this Independence Day because it has moved. All right, I'm trying to stick with what I know. First of all, here's a little church sticker, and I am doing piano at church this Sunday. So the Sunday header is red, and this little church is light blue. So let's go with this medium blue, and I'm going to write piano at. And it's not going to be difficult to figure out where to place this on Sunday since we only have a small amount of space. Okay, we know the 4th of July is right here, and we could put this Love Liberty full box here. And just realized I didn't trace that line with blue, so that tells you the color doesn't clash a whole lot. Now, those of you who have a minimal dashboard layout, remind me what color you have right here. Is it just gray? Okay. Monday is manicure and pedicure day, and I'm super happy about that. And I have this one scalloped box that is wide enough for the entire day. And a lot of times I do use scalloped stickers for special things. So maybe I'll see what this looks like. It's a mom day, and it's also manicure and pedicure day. So here is manicure. Looks like our manicure is red and our pedicure is light blue, if we go by this sticker. I just went in and tried a couple of things, and I settled on preferring this. Originally, I put down these long stickers, and I was just going to write Mom Day versus Home Day. So days when I go out or days when I work at home, basically. And then I thought these shorter ones actually work better. So I left the longer ones on, but I will just write something else down, like maybe my main objective of the day or something like that. But it's shaping up pretty well. And this pen, by the way, is doing fine on these stickers. I mentioned in my monthly setup plan with me that since I've got my new laser printer, you have to let the ink dry just a smidge longer than you did before to avoid smearing. And I think it's because the laser printer applies heat and it kind of smooths out the texture of the page and just makes it that way. It's just kind of it's a science thing, but this is working just fine. All right, so I feel like before I do any more on this page, I'd kind of like to go play around with the right side page for a little bit. Let's just start with what I know I'm going to do. So I know I'm going to put these two checklists down and line the check dots on the sticker up with the check dots on the page. So that is a no-brainer. And already we're tying the two pages together, so that's nice. Okay, and then we have some headers we can use. Kind of want to use this lined box first because it's easy and I like lines. So it looks like I made it a little bit bigger than the box. And that looks pretty straight. And we can put the priorities little flag above that. Even overlap it a teeny bit. And then I guess I'll go ahead and use this the way it's kind of intended. But I know I don't have 6 habits to track. But I will just put tracker over here. Maybe we'll track something. I think that's why I changed it to tracker instead of habits, because you can use it for habits with the heading tracker, and you could also use it for something else, just keeping up with something on a daily basis. So I felt like tracker was a more inclusive sort of a header to serve many purposes. All right, and then notes and to do. One thing I thought about when I was playing around with this was making this side my to-do list And this, anything I want to kind of get my husband to help me with, or just things he needs me to remind him to do if he requests that or something. All right, so it's shaping up. I love all this space that I can just write on throughout the week. I have one more box, so you have a few options. And originally, I was thinking that this box, or a third box, will be used over here. But I don't think, I'm just going to embrace this all the way across the width of the page feel. And I might draw a box to reflect that. This could go over here and be something else, but I'm just going to hold off because I'm not sure just yet. So let's do this. Let's take these things and put down a few of them. So one thing we want to do is order groceries, and these are going to be in no particular order. And I can write my own to-do list, obviously, but I'm going to put some of these on my to-do list. Pick up groceries, and I like the freedom of not having to put these on a particular day unless I want to. Pick up the groceries, and laundry, clean house. Let's put one clean house on here. And let's put the laundry one on here. Car care day, so that's when we go to the car wash and gas up. Vacuum out the car, toss out the trash. There's no payday this week. Working from home is going to happen twice at least. And I can go ahead and put those on the days, like where it says home day, I could have just put work from home. Will that cover up what I wrote? Yeah, kind of. And then let's put one here. If it won't cover it up, I will white it out. It covers it up decently. Okay, that makes more sense to put that there instead of on a list. Plan can go on the list. Plan could even be on a tracker. Clean house could be on a tracker. Maybe I'm going to do that. Like clean something. That could be something that happens like every day, like a certain thing that I clean every day. And I could even block out, maybe, are these exactly the same width? Let's just put it on paper instead of on the sticker. It would fit inside the frame. So if I wanted to block off some of this and not use it, I could, I'm not going to stick this down very hard. I could do that and just make that a line, basically. But I'm not going to do that since I already put down the clean house thing. It's going to bump into my little water bottle, spray bottle. I mean, I can pick that up if I want to. Celebrate, we can put that on the 4th of July. I could just put it right here. Or put it here because we are going to have a family get together. I don't want to mess up the star, so let's put it there. Celebrate. And then I work every day, but this is like, it's got a clock on it, so it's like a clock in sort of a work sticker. And you know, you could, for that matter, you could put one of these on this and then check it off when you do what is on your list. Let's just do that for fun and maybe even skip a line. Or not. Not positive what I want to do. Okay, and then that's all of these that I'm going to use, I think. All right, so we could stop right here. I might. I have a new prayer that I've written that we can pray together at the end of this, but let's put some deco on here and maybe add some more stickers that I can write in later. So let's do like some cute stuff up here. That's actually good enough. We could put some deco on this page also. Priorities, we could put it here. That's kind of cute. And we've got some balloons we could use. So these could be, put them on there. One there. Then we have the American flag. We could put that with our notes. Put it right here in the middle. Or we can come over here and make it come out from behind the balloons. This is the beauty of not placing those stickers down firmly in the beginning. Okay, so I'm happy right now with this. I could just leave it, but I think I'm going to play around a little bit more and put more stickers over here where we can write in some things. That we do. And I'm going matchy-matchy, like there's already a light blue in here, so I'm just going to put one that matches it. And put a darker blue up here. Then we can put another red one here. We could also put, this would be great for our family cookout. And on Saturday, probably not going to do a huge amount of stuff on Saturday. Well, and look what else we have. We have fatter ones over here. Okay, so let's do this. And I really don't even know what I'm going to write on these. I'm just decorating, basically. This one is a little bit bigger than that one. Well, good job. I mean, I must have done some measuring here where this made some sense because these fit together really nicely. And then let's try on one of these larger ones. And I need to straighten out this. Sorry, I'm not talking about anything interesting, but this is requiring full concentration. I'm going to go over here again, line it up. Okay, that's pretty straight. And then we'll do one. There. And one here. One on Thursday. I should put one on Monday also, because there's more to Monday than a manicure and pedicure. Another here. I don't know if we want to. I'm just filling it all up. And a red one on Tuesday. And a light blue one. I don't know if I really like this all filled in with stickers like this. I don't know. I might not be crazy about it. And then a little something here maybe. Yeah, I took some off. It was just getting a little bit too crowded for me. So I will put these back and save them for another time. And this is super helpful for how I might refine my kits moving forward, because I don't think I need all of these event labels. I don't think I need that many. You could actually stretch this kit and make it work for several weeks, or at least 2 weeks, I think. You wouldn't have these date headers for 2 weeks, but you could use a lot of the other stuff and make it last for 2 weeks. And you could use these in inventive ways, like write something in one of these. Could go over here. I could have even written memory verse in that, but I like that look a little bit more. So the point is, there's a lot left over. So I may be able to make some changes to refine that a little bit. All right, and then I have one more deco that is super cute that I want to include. I just picked up the notes banner and put the little heart down, and we're gonna offset the notes banner with that. That's really, really nice. Okay, I don't think I need any more stickers. What do you think? Could use these little flags on something. Like, use one like that with the priorities. And might not use this one at all. Could put it over here. Like that, just like a little bookmark or something. Okay, so let's write down the memory verse here. It's going to be a little bit tricky. I may end up not liking it there. In fact, you know, we could consolidate these and go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday split. If, you know, if that was important, if this is really difficult to write on, we'll see. We're trying everything out. Okay, so the memory verse for this week is, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you." Isaiah 26, verse 3. That was really fun, actually, and I just put another planner where my hand goes, so I didn't have that cliff hanging off of the thickness of the planner, and that made it easier to steady my hand. I kind of like this. This may be something that continues. I like the look of these directly on the paper, and I would like to go ahead and do some writing so these stickers make more sense to me. But I really was just testing out placing stickers. But I'm going to go back into time lapse and do just a little bit of writing, and then we'll come back and do a slow motion flyover. Okay, here's a slow motion flyover, and I don't know that I needed all of those boxes to write my things in. I feel like I could maybe just have a to-do list each day. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the notes section. It might end up being more to-do list, but I went ahead and filled in some more things up here. And I used my black dual tip marker on this page, and I used the blue and red gel pens on this page. I'm not really sure why I didn't do it the same way. I think, oh, I know why. It's because these stickers are in black and, the writing is in black, and I just wanted it to match. But that's what it looks like. What I like to do at the end of my weekly plan with me is say a prayer for the upcoming week. And I have written one for the month of July. And I will be praying this throughout the month of July at the end of the weekly plan with me's. And I invite you to join me if you would like to. Father of perfect love and true freedom, we join hands virtually to come to your throne of grace. First, we praise you for the unfathomable magnitude of who you are. When we search the sky for stars at night and cloud formations during the day, we get only a hint of how vast and far-reaching your creation is. And although that might intimidate us when we realize how very small we are by comparison, we are assured by your word that you have taken us as your children and invited us to know you. Have we each invited you to know us? Have we opened the door of our hearts to Jesus and accepted him as our Savior and Lord? Keep knocking on those doors, Father, if they have yet to be opened fully to your forgiveness and love. We ask you to tear down systems of evil in this world and usher in the day when every knee shall bow and every tongue confess that you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. We join in asking that the wrong shall fail and the right shall prevail. In Jesus' precious name, amen. Well, friends, that's going to do it for this weekly plan with me. It was a little scary, and I'm still a little out of my comfort zone right now looking at this finished product, but I'm giving it a go, and I hope if you have moved into your new planner, you are having fun with it and enjoying whatever it is that you ordered, even if you're a little uncomfortable with something that's new this year for you. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.